This is a Willets Point Shea Stadium bound 7 express train. The next and last stop is Willets Point, Shea Stadium.
Let's talk about who's hot in this lineup right now. Your guy, you're always talking about him, Francisco Lindor. He's hot in this lineup over the last 7 games, batting .280, 1 home run, 9 RBIs. Over the last 15 games, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. And to your credit too, as well, you talked about this a lot. Very big spots for Francisco Lindor, that he's gotten some big hits, some big runs scored, and just so happy for Francisco Lindor, especially after the start he got into, the whole thing with the fans chanting him on, helping him get through, and he's finally like turning this corner.
Yeah, so when it comes to Lindor, I understand I understand everybody's frustration. I get it. Excuse me. So I would say this: when you look at Lindor's best year in Cleveland, excuse me, I think he had about 38 home runs. Sorry, I moved into this new place and it's just been killing me when I'm inside. So he has about 38 home runs. Every single year of that year, when you look at it, it's been up and down. It's been hit or miss. His batting average has been above 300. His batting average has been below 250. That's just who he was. That's been his MO since Cleveland. When everybody thought he was a superstar, when everybody thought he was amazing, he's still the same Francisco Lindor that got hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. But he did come through in a lot of big spots, which is what he's doing with the Mets. Is he comes through in a lot of big spots, but we don't want, not we, but some Mets fans don't want to acknowledge it because he's not going 4 for 4 every night. You know, we forget that this is a game of baseball. It's one of it probably is the hardest sport to play. There's a reason why the average guy has a 250 batting average. He's batting 1 for 4 every single night. There's a reason why guys who bat above 300 are held on a different strategy. You know what I mean? There's a reason why guys who bat 400 are legends for the game. You know, with that said, he's been hot, and his glove has been his glove. His glove hasn't changed, and it was against Tampa when they got the hit to short, and he jumped through to home plate to get the guy out, the bases loaded. What shortstop does that? What shortstop does that? There's not many you can say do that. You know, so yeah, we could talk about the slow start all we want and all that, but at the end of the day, Francisco Lindor is who he is. He is a perpetual slow starter. He warms up, but with the Mets, he kind of tends to stay warm, as opposed to Cleveland, he goes through peaks and valleys. With the Mets, it starts all the way from under the ground, and it like a roller coaster, and then shoots off. You know, so we're at that moment where it's kind of like going up, like if you're on a cyclone in Coney Island, it's just like
steadily going up,
and then it levels out. And then, okay, this is the 30 for 30 guy. This is the guy who has 100 plus RBIs. This is like, he's still the best power hitting shortstop in baseball, second best power hitting shortstop in baseball, depending on how you feel about Corey Seager. And talk about not I know it's Mets podcast, but even Corey Seager, I know he hit a home run the other night, has been struggling as well. So we can't even say he's just Lindor. And Corey Seager's getting paid same amount of money. You know, so whether you want to make it about money or whatever the case may be, Lindor is the same guy that he was in Cleveland. He's done everything that's been asked of him. My guy had the runs.
Yes.
Left the game, had the runs the next day, came into the game, went 2 for 3.
And had that game-winning double and extras.
Exactly. And he puts the team on his back. And in Tampa, he did the same thing. He started off with a 2-run bomb to give the Mets the lead in the first inning for God knows. I don't remember the last time I saw that. And then I know he had the line out when the bases were loaded, hard hit shortstop, whatever. But he had another one. There was 2 men on. He got the single to get on load the bases for Pete Alonso. So Lindor is going to be good. There are peaks and valleys. That's to be understood. I get, as Mets fans, we get upset, and some people want to get more rational than others. But we have to remember, this is baseball, where success is 250 batting average and above. 1 for 4 per night and above is success, or however that equates to. But a 1 for 4 game is considered success.